Well, today, most of New York City schools reopen for teachers as they face a new school year with a new normal. But hundreds were told to stay home after nearly a dozen buildings were deemed unsafe. CBS 2's John Diaz joins us live from the High School for Leadership and Public Service in Lower Manhattan with more this noon. John?
Yeah, good afternoon, Chris. And the president of United Federation of Teachers admitting that opening up New York City public school systems, during a pandemic was a major challenge to take on. He said that it's the largest school system in the United States open, so there's bound to be issues. Today, instead of welcome back banners, notice signs are plastered across 10 New York City public school buildings, letting staff know it's another work from home day.
We have schools that are having ventilation issues. The schools that were not deemed safe are not opening.
The president of the United Federation of Teachers says they're being as transparent as possible and made the right call after the buildings failed inspection, but nearly 1,500 other buildings passed, equating to 96% of classrooms allowed to open today for teachers.
Once you start getting somewhere around 50% of classrooms don't have proper ventilation, you're going to deem the building not ready to open.
We are not pitting life against learning.
The High School for Leadership and Public Service in Lower Manhattan is one of the schools that failed.
I was relieved. I was waiting because I knew that the ventilation issues were ongoing.
Melissa Ramos is an English teacher here. She says some of her windows don't even open, but adds she doesn't need a classroom to teach.
Remote learning is going to be strong until we can enter the building.
But the shutdown has some parents worried.
It just speaks to, the city not doing what they should have been doing all along.
It's a problem. They got to get their act together.
So schools could better prepare. A week ago, Mayor Bill de Blasio pushed back the first day of school for in-person learning to September 21st. He's hopeful all classrooms will be ready in time.
The overwhelming majority of classrooms are ready right now, but there's time to resolve a lot of those and have them ready.
Today, the school's chancellor had this to say about the 10 remaining buildings needing repairs.
There are little things that need to be done, but keeping our promise, we said we would make sure that everybody has functioning ventilation.
Now, teachers unions are hoping that all these issues will get resolved in the coming days, but if they are not fixed by the first day of in-person learning, which is again scheduled for September 21st, well, then the city is looking for, quote, alternative spaces for these students to learn in. Now, we are told that every single school building and classroom was inspected, and we have a long list of those inspections over on our website for parents and teachers and students to take a look at over at cbsnewyork.com. We're live this afternoon from Lower Manhattan. John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
John, thanks.